Topic today is why you fail interview, preliminary factors why you don't get a job, preliminary factors first before the real factor. Why do you fail interview? With your first class, with your experiences, other exposures you've had, you still fail interview. One is lack of emotional intelligence. For instance, someone who has temperament. You went for an interview, you don't have control of your temperament. You are not going to get that. If you went for a high-profile interview, you will be disqualified. How? When there is a staged integrity test, staged provocation, you are going to fail that interview. If you're not intelligent emotionally, you will yield in to the negative attitude. Abrasive talks. That's the second one. Abrasive talks. Most of us talk irrationally. We talk uncensored. We talk without censoring our words. We don't consider what we say. We talk anyhow. In an interview scene, this could also disqualify you in an interview. Preliminary factor. Another factor is lateness. Lateness. Lack of punctuality. Most of you go for an interview very late, behind schedule. It is enough to disqualify you even before you meet your interviewer. Some of you cannot even meet your interviewer because you did not come to the interview scene on time. Lack of preparation is another factor. Another preliminary factor is lack of what? Preparation. You cannot tell me you're going for an interview, you did not prepare, you did not even know the context of the position. You don't know the definition of the position you're going for. So how would you pass the interview? Lack of preparation. Some of us rush into the scene without knowing. Maybe someone told you are going on the way. Someone told you that there is an interview going on at this place. You rush in, you don't even know what you're going for. It could also bring a failure to you. Indecent and casual dressing. Indecent and what? Casual dressing. Because you did not take the interview serious, you dressed anyhow. Some of you wear casual wears for the position of a manager. Even if it's for the position of a cleaner, dress well because people address you the way you are dressed. So good dressing is important in an interview. So preliminarily, you could be disqualified even before you meet your interviewer. Irregular responses to invitation. That's another factor. Irregular responses to invitation. Sometimes you go for an interview, you are being interviewed. Today, they ask you to come tomorrow for the second interview. The third interview, you give up. Sometimes you are being invited on over and over again. Not every interview ends that same day. Some interviews take like 2, 3, 4 days, 1 month, or even more until they get the species of applicants they are looking for, candidates they are looking for. So irregular responses to invitation. Sometimes they send you a message via your mail. You don't open your mail. Through WhatsApp, you didn't even read or respond. Sometimes you open, you read casually. You didn't go through detailingly to know the content of the message sent to you. You are likely also to miss the opportunity. You require manners at the scene of the interview. You need to apply good manners. You need to apply good manners. Another factor is body mouth odor. Body mouth odor. Some of us go for an interview, we don't even wear deodorant. Yes, at the perception of your smell, you are gone. We don't wear good perfume. We don't even get our oral hygiene, in place. It could also disqualify you. And you'll be asking, with my first class, why did I fail interview? There are other preliminary factors that were considered other than your certificate, other than your credentials. So there are some reasons why people fail interview outside their certifications. When you go for an interview, sitting without consent can as well disqualify you. In a high-profile interview, everything is picked. Every single act you display is picked, is counted as part of the interview. You come into an office, you've not been served a seat, you are already sitting down. Always wait for them to serve you a seat. Even when they say you are welcome, do not sit. Allow them to serve you a seat. Another factor that could disqualify you in an interview, even without your certificate, is presentation of rough, rumpled, or dirty CV. Rough, rumpled, or dirty CV. Most of us are so nonchalant, careless about the presentation of our CV. Your CV might be well structured, well written, but how did you handle it? Some of you come with stained CVs, stenched CVs, dirty CVs, rumpled CVs, rough CVs. So how does the interviewer handle such situation? They will define you, because what you are presenting to them is a definition of your identity. If you could not manage such little thing in your possession like CV, you cannot manage a bigger firm. That is the implication of what that means. The last but not least, we'll have to cut it here, is lack of cheerfulness. Lack of cheerfulness can disqualify you in an interview, even without going through your certificate, even with all your first class. There are some positions that require cheerfulness, smiling face, welcoming face. You have to look cheery. You have to look welcoming. Yes, you are going for the position of a front desk officer, and you are so mean, as if the interviewer has been quarreling with you. Cheerfulness is important. So these things I've mentioned here are preliminary factors of interview failure. Why people fail interview, even with first class, even with experience, even with the requirements. If you like what we're doing, please click on the like button, share button, subscription button. Please like, comment, and share if you like what we're doing. God bless you.